morning, Virgo. Good afternoon for some. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to be starting off with some oracle cards, and we're going to get into the tarot. So let's see what's coming out here for you, Virgo. Let's get it. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo. All right, Virgo. First card coming out here for you is the plastic. Oh, the plastic. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. I'm going to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. You guys had the Romeo, the plastic, the Romeo, the plastic. It's a relationship that is superficial. Now, your two cards that are coming out here for you is these two cards. I was only supposed to get one, but you got two, just like Sagittarius had two. Okay, again, Romeo, superficial. Now, what does it say? Allow yourself to be more authentic and differentiate your internal motivations and external influences. This is letting me know that for some of you, you are not being real. Don't come to me somebody, yes, I am. No, this ain't that you ain't. And if it ain't for you, just let it, just push on, right? Now, what are you not being authentic in? Okay, well, the next card that came out has something to do with this fella right here. Oh, someone who has your heart, the heartbreaker. What does it say? It says, what you desire cannot be obtained at this time. Loosen your grip and surrender your desire to the universe. So there is somebody that you are dealing with that don't want to be got. Okay? Romeo is always the Romeo. And it's funny because it's always this energy where Virgos try to fix things. Let's go back to this card right here. Virgo, you're like, let me see how I can fix this. Let me see how I can fix you. Like the mad scientist. No, you cannot fix this person, Virgo. You know, and sometimes, you know, this technically is a general. This can apply to, you know, other relationships in your life too. Where you could be around family members, you know damn well you don't like to be around them. You like, I don't like you like that, but you got to pretend like you do, you know, but you pretend in a good way. You do it because you want to be cordial, you want to be diplomatic. I get it, okay? So I just feel like that's a decent quality. But in relationships, this is what I see the most when I do readings for you guys. You are trying to fix something here with that plastic, but you are not being true to yourself, and you're dealing with someone or have dealt with someone that unfortunately it says that you're not going to be able to obtain at the time. It says loosen your grip and surrender your desires to the universe. Let the universe bring in what's meant to be brought in. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is very sexual. I feel like this person may have a nice body. Okay, they could be an athlete. All right, could be. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Ah, what the heck? I literally just said that. I literally just said that this person could be kind of sexual. That's crazy. Sexual energy is oozing out of you. Oh, someone may spark your sexual desire, leaving you wanting more. Okay, Virgo. All right. So this is a card that stands on its own. And this is just basically letting me know that for a lot of you, you're going to be coming across someone who you are very passionate about. You have like a really good chemistry with this individual. We're going to find out who they are, but you have a really good chemistry with this person. Okay. You know, I also feel, can I tell you something? I also feel that the person that you were dealing with, you know, they were having issues with their inner reality and their outer reality. It's almost like they didn't see themselves properly. And you can kind of tell based on what I'm looking at the bottom of the deck with Mirror. So I feel like whoever you were dealing with, you know, may have been attractive. You got two cards that deals with Romeo and the sexual one. They could have been really, really attractive. Like I said before, they could have been very athletic, or maybe in the past they could have you know, been an athletic coach, or maybe they used to play ball, or they used to play football or basketball or whatever. But I feel like it has kind of warped their view of relationships because maybe they used to be really popular, that type of thing, based on what I see. I also feel like it's someone in their energy that is kind of considered to be a vixen. Okay, it's someone in their energy that appears to be a vixen here. Someone who is very sexual, not necessarily loving, but could be very, very sexual. I also see that this person could get their way or want their way a lot. That is what I'm saying. Now, your last card coming out here for you, Virgo, is the spoiled one. Ooh, I love it. It literally says, things will come easy to you now. Take advantage of this auspicious time and make the most of every blessing. Now, we're going to go ahead and see what's going to come out. We're going to see why all of this is here. Be careful of the imposter. Check your circle. People pretending to be something that they're not. Okay. Now, let's see what's happening here with you in the tarot. All of these cards stand alone. I'm just kind of using them as a storyboard right now. But let's see what's happening here. Somebody, and some of you guys could be doing something with your, that's so funny. I literally just told Taurus that they could be doing something with their face. I don't know if you have Taurus in your chart, but she is putting Botox in her face. Some of you guys are extremely hyper fixated on the way that you look. And, you know, there's other qualities to you. I get it. Some of you guys are going to be changing things about yourself, possibly. But I do see a hyper fixation on the way that you look. Or maybe it's not as hyper fixated. Maybe you are just really focused on something that's dealing with your appearance right now. I do see that. Now, let's go ahead. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Virgo. First card coming out here for you is the Temperance. You need balance in everything. Moderation, Virgo, is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Let's talk about work and career first. Now, one thing that I do see based on this energy is that for some of you guys could be getting some kind of promotion. There could be someone who's going to be recommending you. There could be, you know, some kind of bonus or something where someone gives you money for a job well done. So a bonus is that, right? But what if it's your own business? Well, someone is going to give you money for a job well done. They're going to say, oh, you did amazing, Virgo. Thank you so much for creating my gift basket for Christmas. Thank you so much for doing this for Thanksgiving, right? And someone is going to be tipping you. Someone is going to be, you know, giving you some type of acknowledgement financially. Okay, this is a financial acknowledgement. All right. Now, if we're talking about your money, there's going to be things that are going to be happening one thing after the other. That means that you may get a new job. Boom, that starts for you. When you get a second job, all right, supplement income. Here we go. Now things are starting to roll for you. Okay. And that's just the first step into the improvement of your finances, if you get what I'm saying. Temperance card specifically talks about patience. You need to be patient. You need to take your time. But regardless, there is going to be some improvement here, without a doubt, because it is a major arcana. It is going to be some improvement for you. But you got to be purposeful, right? If we're saying that you want to make more money, if we're saying that you want things to go your way, what do you have to do? Put your intent in it every day. Don't be lounging around. Don't be unmotivated, because I did see some unmotivated energy that could possibly happen around the end of the month. So make sure you guys stay focused. There's also this energy too where you're changing your perspective. You know that good things are coming. And when I say change your perspective, you want to know why I say that? Because that patience card comes out a lot. And I feel like you've ran out of patience. I feel like you're like, if you tell me to have patience one more time, yes, I'm going to jump through my computer. I'm going to jump through my computer. Stop telling me I got to wait for something. No, that's not what I'm saying. If we're talking about money in this particular situation, and this could be anything, apply this to anything, love, family, whatever, right? But if we're talking about finances in particular, and your finances have been everything but good, okay? It's you most of y'all ain't gonna win the lottery. Okay, it's just not you winning the lottery. It means that it's a realistic reading that says, yes, your money is going to improve, but it's going to take time for you to get to where you want to get to. It will definitely improve, though. That I can tell you, it will. But right now, there's been a lack of growth. You have not experienced what you want to experience. You're working your ass off and you're like, I can barely get the things that I want, right? Like there's things that I desire. I want to be able to go here. I want to travel here. I want to travel there. I want these things. And you haven't been able to obtain that. And yes, that can be very frustrating. I get it. Yes, it says you have had tears because of your losses with your finances. I get it. You're tired of the stagnation. You're tired of going backwards even. Sometimes you kind of like get your money up and then you go backwards. So I see all of those things. So I don't want you to think that I don't see it. But I will tell you the improvement is all over this reading. I know that you have been beaten down by your circumstances, but things will improve. I promise you it will. Okay? But I'm going to be honest, you had 3 cards, 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 cards that came out back to back that talked about patience. And it's not saying patience as if it's not happening. It's saying a slow grind. In 2 months, you may be fine, but you may not be exactly where you want to be. We talk about a slow grind, right? You're grinding. You're working. You're being purposeful. Definitely see like you're not necessarily satisfied, but it will change. Money will change for you in a good way. All right, let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Now, you have the, 10 of Cups came up. Okay, 10 of Cups came up in the freaking upright. I love that. Look at that Harmony card. It says bliss. Look at how your heartbreak heals. Look at how your disappointments change. I literally said a change in your perspective, right? I didn't even know why I said that because go back. You're gonna hear me say it and then I get off of it because I was like, why the hell did I say that? I literally said to myself, I was like, why the hell would I say new perspective? I don't know because that's not where I was going with that. But I see why they told me that. Look at how you jumped from the 3 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. It's almost as if you haven't experienced any hardship. It's almost as if you haven't even experienced it. You jumped from the 3 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. How the hell did that happen? And when I tell you, you guys, that 3 of Swords is bad because right now that could be in your present energy. Temperance is sitting in your past. You have been patient. Yeah, you've been that. You've been that and you've been doing that. That's almost going to be a thing of the past, by the way, because that's sitting in your past position. That means it's almost over. But what's happening now is the after effects of all the other disappointments that you've experienced, right? The imbalance in relationships, the money problems not working, maybe even family issues here with the 10 of Cups, maybe even family issues. But then it's like the 10 of Cups come out and then all of a sudden there's like a brand new day. You see how she got the umbrella in one card? She got the umbrella with the storms. That's all you knew was storms and problems. And the next card comes out the sun. Big ass sun. Family just sitting up there with their arms out. And when this happens, you're going to be expressing so much gratitude. You're going to get on your knees. You're going to be like, thank God, Lord have mercy, thank God. Because I thought those families were on their knees. I promise you, I thought they were on their knees. They are not. I thought it though. That image came up for a reason. That is your thankfulness that you're going to have this actual change, not just in your perspective. Yes, that was number 1 because it's about how you view things in the mind because of what you're experiencing in the future as far as in the physical. Absolutely amazing. So money will get better, but your whole overall attitude actually gets better here. Okay? Some of you guys have been experiencing deep depression. That's what that card says. I didn't read it, but let me go ahead and read it. It talks about sorrow, heartbreak, tears, loss, depression, and grieving. I wanted to say that out loud because this here says harmony. But I said it when that card first came out. I said harmony, blissfulness. It talks about divine love. It talks about stability. I want y'all to hear it. And because of these experiences, I've told you this before, because of what you've experienced, this has hit your self-esteem. You didn't have enough money, so you felt like you weren't worthy of having money. You just felt like, well, why, right? You didn't have love. You felt like maybe you weren't enough. Maybe this person, maybe somebody made you feel like you weren't enough. Maybe they undervalued you because you were undervaluing yourself. Okay? Money is definitely going to get better. I can tell you that. Ooh, look at this. You guys had the insecure card. Damn. I was just talking about that, right? You see how the universe is getting to you? Let me tell you why they're about to give you a spanking. Because they are tired of it. And don't go back into it. You have to start paying attention to you. Your body is everything. Your mental health and your physical health means everything. And some of you guys are not listening. If you are stressed out, let me give you, okay, let me go back and let me see what some of the things I remember on those little quizzes if you were depressed and stressed out. Those little surveys that we give you guys at the doctor's office when you first go in there, it's called that depression screening. Are you eating? How many are you eating normally? Look at a scale from 1 to 10. Have you stopped eating or are you overeating? Do you want to be around people or do you want to be isolated? That's right, successful. Do you sleep? Have you been sleeping or have you been sleeping too much? What's the scale? Have you had thoughts of, and it's so funny because even though we knew when somebody was not on one point, everybody and their mom would be like, no. And they had like the doctor come in there and have secret conversations they didn't know that they were answering. The doctor was like, yeah, they depressed. Okay. So I would say you are doing too much. You have been negligent of your mind, of your body, of your heart, because your heart is a part of your body. It looks like in the past, you have been very nurturing in the past. Let me tell you why I say past, because that is also sitting on the past card, and it specifically talks about now it's in reverse. You're no longer nurturing to somebody. You ain't giving that to somebody, according to this card. But now that it is upside down, this is going to be a time for you to give that to yourself. But you got to stop making poor decisions. And you're going to be tested in that, by the way. You're going to be tested in that. I know y'all like, nah, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because there's someone here who you have not seen or been around that will come back up in here. Now, I love the fact that it hasn't told me yet if you're going to oblige to this person energy, but this person is going to enter and you are being told, do not, under no circumstances, drop the ball. Do not drop the ball here. You got too many things to worry about. Your Empress card is in reverse. We can't have no Empress card in reverse. We can't have that because that also is the second house that deals with your money. That's your self-worth. That's your worth. And in the past, you ain't been on it. Your Empress is upside down. Your Venus is debilitated. What are we doing here? You ain't felt beautiful in a long time. You ain't felt, like pretty in a long time. Remember, everything dealing with Venus is in reverse. Your money, your love, your beauty, your wealth, your comfortability. You ain't been comfortable in forever. You see why it says that now you're going to have to pay attention. There is no more time for negligence. You cannot afford to neglect you anymore, according to this reading. No, what do you have to do? You have to move in integrity. You have experienced these life lessons, but what is your truth? What is your truth? The Death card specifically says internal change. Internal changes. There is a metamorphosis that is happening. That goes back to that accidentally saying, which wasn't accidental, perspective. You are regenerating, sitting right on top of that Three of Swords. What have you lost? It was an intentional losing. Do y'all not see that that's also sitting on that Romeo card? Remember where it says that, hey, stop holding, what it says, you have a tight grip on this, let it go. Let it go. Surrender to the universe's fated divine energy. Surrender to the universe fate. So it's going to take internal changes for you to even do that. Because if you feel like you can't do it, you will, though. You ain't gonna have no choice with this reading. I'm sorry. Like, you ain't gonna have no other choice. You can't force nothing when those planets tell you to. You can't. Let's talk about your money. You got to do better with your money. We talked about that it's going to get better over time. That is absolutely correct. But money is still not great in this reading. I still see problems with your money. Your pocketbook is, as they say, it's tight. It's tight, pretty tight. Oh, snap. Okay. Is this your king? Or your queen? I think so. Hello. I didn't expect the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Wands. You already know that's my king card. That's the new person. I didn't expect for that new person to be coming out like that. Not with that sexual one. Ooh. Ooh. Virgo. Now, I know Virgos are some freaks, but it literally says that that means that sexual energy has been lying dormant. That's all that card basically meant. That sexual energy has been lying dormant. And this person who literally comes out as the King of Wands, who is what? Very passionate, is going to awaken those feelings and those emotions for you. That fire. And you're going to feel the intensity of their likeness for you. And you're going to like them. It seems like everything starts to work now. It seems like everything, I'm telling you, only if you felt the energy shift when I did that Ten of Cups, and I'm starting to feel it even again with that King of Wands. It feels like everything starts to level out. Everything starts to level. If this was a personal reading, you have a card here that specifically says, Virgo, are you okay? Are you okay, Virgo? You want me to hold your hand? Okay? Because, baby, you ain't in that energy no more. This card specifically talks about how you are out of that. But I see what you've been through. This is how I can always tell. You need a hug. You got through it, baby. It's like that grandma. It's like one of that energy. Like you done made through. You are torn and tattered. Baby, you've been jacked up. But I love it because everything about you now, you are so driven. You are driven. You are ready to experience new things. You love the fact that there is someone in your energy that is very supportive. And I don't think that for a lot of you, you may not have even experienced that in a long time. To have someone who's supportive around you, and this is romantically. Let me tell you though, I'm not even sure how it's going to start. The way that this person is coming in here, I do not know. You got the sex energy, you got the love energy, you got this Kang energy with this person. You actually, when I say Kang, this is like that person that everybody's waiting for, right? This is like somebody who you got a potential. I always give y'all certain percentages because nothing's no guarantee, but I give y'all percentages on this. This is a very high percentage of a long time, y'all. Very high percentage, I'm just telling you. Let's get Virgo. Can't spill tea on the Kang. I can't spill tea on the Kang because it's going to be different for everybody. Let's see if I can get, hold on, let me just do this real quick because y'all won't be the last one for right now. I gotta come back because I gotta do readings, but let me see. Let me see if I can spill tea for the camera right quick for Virgo season. Happy birthday, by the way. Ooh, somebody could be a doctor here. Oh my, there, look, you stop playing with me. Intensity. That literally came out our, oh my God, Virgo, what the hell? This big ass card deck. How did I pull that? Let me see. You got this. You got somebody from your past in your reading. I'm not liking this. You're going to have to unchain yourself from whoever this is. You got that past person when I said they haven't been around. I was wondering why that was. Because I know what position that king is in. And it's like, baby. Oh, this person. Oh, they going to, look. The past person feels rejected. You could also be dealing with someone who either drinks or do drugs, or they do something, they're addicted to something here. Yep. Pills or they get high. Okay, damn, what the hell? I ain't never had cards that come back to back that be talking to me like that. All right. All right. This person didn't do shit, not a damn thing. Here, was too lazy to even put effort into the relationship. Okay. The person was extremely naive. Maybe they thought that you were naive and was taking advantage of you. See how you see how the reason why they're coming out more is because, I'm sorry, like they came out first. So I don't know. It kind of feels like you, and again, it's not telling me that you're going to be with this person. I just see that there is some sort of communication where you kind of wrap up whatever this was with them. So this is for Virgo. Ego driven. Their ego is keeping them unaware of who you are. They can stay there. That's fine. Okay. It says they are using this as a mask to mask their fears. All right. That's cool. Be ready for new experiences or possibly an opportunity to travel. We've been seeing that a lot in your reading, Virgo, haven't we? Haven't we seen that in your reading a lot? We've been seeing travel in your reading. We've been seeing all of that. This is for Virgo. Yep. Someone who either was, this is just somebody who didn't show up for you. Here with ghosting. They give excuses as to why they can't be with you, but give you enough to keep you hanging on. That's called hovering. Hoovering. Is it called hoovering? That's what I think it's called. Hoovering. Stop playing. What does it say? An enduring love that is mature and developed, that survived all that has the potential to survive all changes, adversities, and arising above the challenges. Ooh, Virgo, hello. Remember I said Virgo gonna be still experiencing something, even if it's with someone who's, fantastical. You still have a little difficult transit if you are just looking at Virgo as the sun first house and the moon first house. And that means that Saturn will be in your 7th. You see, I have just a little ways to go. Not everybody, okay? But there is definitely something strong here, and I am loving that. Virgo, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box, okay? Please comment. Make sure you hit that notification bell. There are going to be other videos I'm going to be posting later on today. All right, I got to go because I have readings. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.